tuned to the Campus Broadcasting Network on 88.3 WCBN FM Ann Arbor.
Hey, hello. You're, of course, listening to WCBN FM Ann Arbor 88.3. This is maybe the last of the semester edition of Songs and Stuff with me, Russ. And yeah, it's finals week. I'm headed out of here soon. I got my final tonight. Gonna do that. Gonna wake up the next morning and drive back to the beautiful city of Cincinnati, Ohio, which is my home. So this is the last in-person set of the semester. We're gonna try to do some pre-recorded ones. I'm trying to get my mom to come on as a guest. It's been a bit reluctant, but I have faith. I have faith it'll happen. I've been doing some reflecting on the show. I started the show this summer. It's remained Wednesdays at noon. I don't know if it will next semester, but it may. It may. But I've been doing some reflecting on the shows. I think we've done like close to 20 at this point, which that's a lot of weeks. It's a lot of music. So I decided, what better thing to do at the end of the semester than go back and play some of my favorites from various sets. There's certain songs, there's this like weird breed of song in my sets where that like I don't know super well before I play it. I kind of discover it for the set, and then after hearing it on the radio, and I listen back to my set sometimes to see how the levels are, if I did a good job or not. And I can't stop playing these certain songs. So, started off with The Ethics, Lost in a Lonely World. And at the very beginning, I need to get back to this. I was playing a lot of oldies and digging up some like actual records and stuff. And I've gotten kind of lazy and do mostly MP3s now. But maybe I gotta go back to that physical media. That was a really good song. And actually, I think Madlib did a beat with that as the sample, which was also pretty good, but I like the original better. After that, Being Dead, Problems. And I actually don't know if I played this specific song on a set, but I played a bunch from this album. I found this summer from Austin, Texas. Shout out Austin, Texas. That's where my little brother goes to school. This band actually came to Detroit recently. I couldn't see them. I really wish I could have. After that part-time, How Do I Move On? It's another artist I found this summer, and something about that song, I didn't know that song really before I played it on the radio. It was, the CD the station had was not the one I knew, but that song was supposedly the best on the album. I played that, and I really like the hammer-ons on that riff. It's a good one, and that one's been stuck in my head. After that, Black Keys, Midnight in Her Eyes. And I grew up listening to the Black Keys. My parents loved them, but I realized I never really heard anything after before their fifth album, really. They had a lot before they became big, and that song is actually great. We're playing songs, we're doing stuff, the usual. I'm going to keep playing some more songs. Up next, we have a song by Codeine that I actually found here in the station. This is Corner Store. Throw some Minecraft music in there. You're listening to WCBN FM Ann Arbor, songs and stuff with me, Ross. And you know, this is kind of a little retrospective kind of show. I've done close to 20, I think. I don't know, at least 15. This is the last in-person show of the semester, and early on I was kind of into just, like, kind of messing with people, like, just playing very random stuff and throwing in a large variety. And I remember once that I realized, you know what, why don't I play some Minecraft music? Anything's fair game. So that was, of course, Dry Hands by C418 from the Minecraft soundtrack. Before that, Wednesday, Candy Breath. And, you know, I first discovered Wednesday through the single they dropped this summer. I played it on the show and really liked it. I'm like, I'm gonna check this band out more. I was looking at a picture of them. I'm like, is that MJ Lenderman? Yeah, it turns out he's in the band. Not anymore, I don't think. I think he left, but I still think, we have a couple weeks left in the year. I still think Bleeds, that album, is one of, if not the best album of the year. And that song, Candy Breath, was one I played on a previous set. It was good. Before that, Codeine, the band, Corner Store, the song. That one I found just browsing through the shelves of the station. Found a CD, and I'm like, Codeine, that's an interesting band name. I was thinking of Future, Codeine Crazy. Did not sound how I was expecting. Weirdly reminds me of Neil Young. Don't like most of that album, actually, but that song is well done. It's a good song, and it's one of the better songs I've played on the show. So had to include it in the set. Right now, I'm talking over Juicy Fruit, the remix by DJ Screw. And as far as talking over songs, this was one of the better ones I did. I'm gonna try to stop talking soon, so everyone can hear the rest of the song, because it's a good one. Of course, it was sampled and Juicy by Notorious B.I.G. The OG one, not the remix. Last in-person set of the semester. How have I been doing? Or has the show been worth listening to? Should I continue next semester? I don't know. Send me an email on the WCBN website. Or send me a DM at Ross M. Tobin. I don't check my Instagram that often. I've been trying to be off of social media, but I'll check it eventually. With that, we're gonna get back to the music. I'm gonna let you guys listen to the rest of the song.
Hello?
Ferry residence.
Yeah? Who's this?
I'm sorry, did you say credit?
No, I don't think I did.
Perhaps you have the wrong number.
Hey, you called me.
Actually, no, I'm not familiar with the credit ferry. And I know all the ferries. We're a tight-knit bunch.
Ferries? Who are you? Wait a minute. And, what do you know about drinking a bunch of lighter fluid?
I do know you can improve your credit rating by paying bills on time and keeping your credit card balances low.
Hey, listen, mine's good for a Bowen score, but let's keep on topic.
Glad I could help.
Oh, you're not helping.
Me? Well, I leave money under children's pillows.
Oh, yeah? Well, I just got thirsty at the big cookout, Mr. Big Shot. Now, can you call me a doctor? I'm kind of freaking out here.
Kids only.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought they disconnected my phone. Maybe it's magic.
There's no magic to improving your credit, but there is help, and it's free. Go to creditfairy.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the Consumer Bankers Foundation, the Leadership Conference on Civil Rights Education Fund, and the Ad Council.
While walking one day in the country, I saw a gathering crowd. And as my footsteps drew me closer, I could smell the sweet fragrance of flowers. It looked like a family reunion. Had my eyes not counted the tears, and an old man sat by a graveside I haven't seen Mary in years. Hold in the hand and lead me away from here. I just brought these flowers to Mary. I haven't seen Mary in years. When Mary and I was first married, we had such plans for our child. But for no reason I started drowning. Like the four winds I just ran wild. If I could live my life over, I'd bring Mary such cheer. Now she's gone where she'll never need me. I haven't seen Mary in years. Hold in my hand and lead me away from here. I just brought these flowers to Mary. I haven't seen Mary in years. Then the old man left the graveyard. I walked along by his side. I called out his name, but through all his shame, his son he did not recognize. Hold to my hand and lead me away from here. I just brought these flowers to Mama. I haven't seen Mama in years.
And his own story was as curious as his narrative. The tale of his life is the tale of a writer of incredible vision, an astute analyst and pundit, a lyricist compassionate and callous, a reckless hedonist, and disaffected malcontent.
I spit that wonder-rhymer me and my conglomerates shall remain anonymous, caught up in the finest Get that type of media coverage Obama get. Spit that Kurt Vonnegut. That blow your brain, Kurt Cobain, that Nirvana shit. Who gon' bring the game back? Who gon' spit that rainbow on the train tracks? That gold rope, that five-finger ring rap. Running with my same pack. You can find the Christ where the lepers and the lames at. Life is like a dice game. One roll can land you in jail or cutting cake, blowing kisses in the rice rain. Nice whip, nice chain, the closet of skulls. The stench is like slave blood in Providence Hall. Yeah, they built my city on top of a grave. Nigga die, nigga get high and watch the parade. Back in the early 90s, where they at, where they at? Get the gat was a popular phrase. Bally animals and rugbies was a popular craze. This the vivid memoirs of an obnoxious slave. I paved ways like Nat and Harriet. I blast on Judas Iscariot and peel off in the chariot. I'm sitting pretty, spitting flames, gripping grains. Ain't a damn thing changed.
How did you do it? Do you ask a dolphin how it swims?
No.
Or an eagle how it flies?
No.
That's right, you don't. Because that's what they were made to do.
You are about to bear witness, my friends, to one of the greatest technological advances in modern history. Behold, a confectionery behemoth.
Candyman, spit me a dream. Blow a chunk of the levee out and spit me a stream. Knock a man house down and build a casino. A $2,000 government check from Fiend. I swam down Shit's Creek and came up clean with a new lease on life like Andy Dufresne. It's the most poetical, Nat King unforgettable. Clarence 13 XLR's Rhapsody from Bellevue. I'm splitting atoms, spitting flames, bringing change. Things will never be the same. I got the rap game singing that last like Etta James. Lames get they plane shot down like John McCain. It's a dream, it's a dream. The flow's elegant like Miss Coretta Scott King. A lot of kings sing deaf and turn queen. Crack they 24-inch rims in the ravine. Respect the architect, never test the Elohim. Good night, this is JLX live from New Orleans. New Orleans.
My journey has brought me to an understanding of the divine forces with which we have all been bestowed. It was in this search that I came upon a revelation, which has called me to guide millions of people towards their righteous destiny.
And on the seventh day.
Sometimes I get lost and I think it's time to call it a day, but I find that I can't even start to stop a dream. I look back to the times when I couldn't stand in front of myself and backtrack to the sound of my most important theme, following up to you. I see her, and I see you and me reflected innocently, and I'm sure she'll discover the world and maybe more. She wakes up with a cry that just means she wants to be held again. She makes up with those eyes I've seen all the times before, following up to you. I can see the candle glowing, I can hear the wind blowing, I still feel my heart a-flowing, flowing all the way to you. I can laugh and take my fun in, playing songs and maybe singing, I still feel my heart a-running, running all the way to you, running all the way to you. Sometimes I get lost and I think it's time to call it a day, but I find that I can't even start to stop a dream, start to stop a dream, start to stop a dream, following
where you are. You should come over. I've got to.
Hair is so long and her
about to transition here to the next show on WCBN FM Ann Arbor. And you know, if you're just tuning in, this is the Songs and Stuff with me, Ross, and this is the set where I'm reflecting on the past 15 or so shows that I've done since I started here at WCBN, and playing some of my favorite songs from the various sets. You just heard Bang Bang or Bong Bong by Witch, all caps. That's an African rock band from Zambia, and I actually found that through one of the music review kind of events we do here. And it's a pretty catchy song. Before that, Moon Woman Home Shake. That'll always be one of my favorite sort of albums, mixtapes, the Home Shake tape, and felt fitting to include just because of how much I've played of it. Before that, Anonymous, Up to You. That was another one I think I found on Physical. Or it's a pretty decently hard song to find. I don't know. It's not on streaming. It's not on... I think I ended up finding it on YouTube finally. I heard it on another sort of radio set and caught my attention and included one of my sets. And I still think it holds up. I like it. For that, I had to include some rap. I find I've been playing less rap recently, mainly because it's just, you know, I can't play music with swear words during these hours, or I'll get kicked off the air. So anytime I play a rap song, which just so happened to have a lot of swear words, I have to edit them all out. And you know, early on I was into taking the time to edit out every single swear, but I don't know, it started to become crunch time at this point in the semester, and I don't have as much energy, so we'll get some more rap next semester. I've also just been listening to less of it on my own. Before that, the Bluegrass Texans. I haven't seen Mary in years. One of my favorite sets I did, like top 5, not my favorite, but I did a mix of like 2010s alt rock and old country. And I had a stint with old country. I like it a lot. Country bluegrass. It's more of a warm weather kind of thing. It's cold and slushy and just it sucks. But when it's warm out and when it's nice, I like to throw in some bluegrass and country music. Like I said, this was the last set I'll be in the studio this semester. I'm going to try to do at least 1 or 2 pre-recorded sets for you guys, but I'm going to be out traveling, camping without service for most of the break, so won't be able to do too many. I think I'll have one set like once we get back from break before it switches to the new schedule, so you'll get some sort of update on the new time. But last song, we actually had someone call in and said should play more metal, and I said I already have the songs planned, but you know what, forget the plan. I like the metal song better. I went into the library and got some Electric Wizard, which is one of my favorite metal bands, and we're going to play some of that. This is A Chosen Few by Electric Wizard, and I will see you guys next year.